All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, great millstone, the men that told me this truth, and peace and salutation, brakathum to all you sincere Akim that's laboring in this truth throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, and I just came across this video. All right, this is Math Hoffa, his podcast, and he had the guest. His guest he had was China Mac, and brothers know China Mac. He's a rapper. And you know, clearly this guy is conflicted. In his spirit because um deep down inside, man, this man is a Jake, man. He goes back to us, man. He's a Jake, all right. But you had Math Hoffa and the guys on his panel basically like question them about certain things. And it's like, when he was little, basically when you look at the interview, he was little. Basically, he had an uncle that used to, his family would always tell him certain things about, to stay away from black people, that they're no good. All they want to do is rob you, steal you, kill you, things that matter, right? But he found out that that's not true, right? And he said he had a friend, a best friend growing up. He was black, whatever, right? But it just shows you that he's conflicted in the spirit, because on the outside he looks like a so-called Chinese man, right? But he's a Jake. You could clearly see that this man is a Jake, man. But see, those guys are not spiritual. They're just looking at the outer appearance, man. And the Lord said, He doesn't judge the outer appearance of a man, all right, but the inner, the heart, all right, which is the mind. But still, all in all, this man is conflicted because you got Jake going in on him on the comment board. If you look at the comment board, they're talking mad shit. We didn't ask for your opinion. If we was talking about Chinese food, then we would ask for your opinion. All type of bullshit, you know what I mean? But this man is a Jake, talking about, everybody wants to be black, everybody wants to, be black nowadays, and all this bullshit, man. But it just shows you, man, that we're under heavy curses, and the Lord said He was going to scatter us among the different nations. When you read Deuteronomy the 28th chapter, verse 64, and this is the reason why, even to the point, our people look like the other nations, man. So when you guys, your brothers, take the time to look at this interview, man. You could clearly see this man is a Jake, man. But if you're not spiritual, you're gonna think as if this man is trying to put on a act or something, but he's not. This is who who he truly is, man. He's a Jake, all right, but he's just trapped inside the body of a Moabite, man. Which that's hell, man. That's hell. So let me get a scripture real quick. This is Hosea chapter 8, verse 8. It said, Israel is swallowed up. Now shall they be among the Gentiles as a vessel where it is no pleasure. Right? Because, all through, different captivities, Jake would leave behind a seed, leave behind their seed, and their seed would basically grow among these other nations, man. Okay? That's why when you hear about the parable of the wheat and the tare, let them grow together. So when the time of harvest, the Lord is gonna basically weed out those tares, man. Okay, which a tare is someone that looks like a Jake, right? But the seed goes back to Esau, man. And you've seen a lot of that during the time of slavery. Okay, where this devil will rape the women and leave their seed and have them grow up thinking that they're so-called black, but they really go back to the wicked. All right. So a lot of that is among Israel, man. You got a lot of tears, man. Okay. but you could clearly see that this man is a Jake because through his mannerisms, okay, you can't fake that. You can't put on the front when it comes to you being a Jake, man. All right, and this is what Math Hoffa and them, they didn't understand that. They didn't understand how, like the fact that he didn't even understand because he's conflicting in the spirit. He's basically um he wants to do for his so-called community, which is the Asian community, but he feels like, at the end of the day, that he wants to be accepted by so-called black people as well, which he is accepted because he's a Jake. This man is clearly a Jake, man. But you got people that's just looking from the outside in, right? Looking at this man as he's a heathen. You know, this is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 1, verse 5. It reads, it says, "Behold, ye among the heathen, and you regard and wonder marvelously, for I will work a work in your days which you will not believe, though it be told you." Right. That's talking about those Israelite foreigners, man. All right. You're gonna have Israelites. They're gonna look like the other nations, and they're gonna cleave onto this word. They're gonna cleave onto this word. They're gonna come back, calling on the name Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. You see it out there in what's the over there in the Philippines, man. All right, you got a family out there, okay, calling upon the name Yahweh. The name's Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, man. Okay, who's the Most High? All right, his name is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahweh Shai. Okay, those are you know, what people will say is so-called Philist not Philist um Philippines, man, Slovakia, so-called Philippines, man, Filipinos, man. Okay, but they Jake, man. All right, and that's what you see, man. So it's kind of like that's basically the Lord B and C plan, right? Just like if Esau was to basically say, for instance, Esau wanted to exterminate all of Jake, okay? He can't exterminate us all because guess what? Our seed is among these other nations. And that's what the Lord do. The Lord, he's a chess master, man. When it comes to making moves, he's 10 steps ahead of anything that people plan on. The thing is, if Esau was to plan that, the Lord already is 10 steps ahead, man. You know, but it's beautiful, man, because the Lord said basically that He's gonna change us anyway. Even though you see a guy like China Mac looking like the way he look, and he's just a many example of many Israelites that look like the other nations, man. You got Bruce Lee, okay. You can't tell me that Bruce Lee is not a Jake. All right. Okay. You got Eminem. That's a Jake all the way, man. Okay. But it's plenty of Israelites out there in the world that look like the other nations, man. But the Lord said He's going to basically change us in the twinkle of an eye. We're going to be changed back. We're not. You think certain guys that look a certain way, they're not going to be changed back to their original, the way they supposed to intend to be looking like an actual Jake, man. Okay, you even got brothers among in Great Millstone, man, in the camps, man. They look like the other nations. They might look like a damn Edomite, all right, or different nation, man. But guess what? It's the spirit that beareth witness, man. When you read Romans the 8th chapter, verse 16, man, the spirit beareth witness that we are the sons of the living power. You cannot deny that. All right. So when it's all said and done, the Lord, The Lord is gonna. You're not gonna that for you to look like the heathens, man. You know that's an abomination, man. Especially when you look like Esau. Okay, that's an abomination. The Lord's He's gonna change us, man. In a twinkling of an eye. Let's get that real quick. First Corinthians chapter 15, and I'm gonna start at verse 51. It says, "Behold, I show you a mystery." Right, a mystery, and you know, Apostle Paul, he always mentions about the mystery of the Gentiles, man. Okay, back then it was a mystery. It's still a mystery. Okay, if you don't have eyes to see, and ears to hear, you're not gonna understand this saying. All right, this is a mystery, man. That you're gonna have Israelites through the Spirit. They're gonna look like the other heathen nations, man. What's so hard about that? You know, leave it up to what ISUPK. Once you say you a Hamite, or let me correct that. You say that your family is from, Africa or something. They're gonna say that you're a Hamite, man. You know, without even, like the scriptures mention, it said, "Try the spirit." All right, if they're of the Most High, and that's just you just saying, okay, my people goes back to West Africa. Oh, you're a Hamite, showing you those guys are not spiritual at all. All right, but it said, "Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed." Right, you got certain men that are not gonna die. They're not gonna sleep. Okay, until the Father sends back Yahweh Shai, crack the skies and to beam up and deliver the elect. Right, and when the elect is getting beamed up, they're gonna change. And guess what? They're gonna change into a new body. They're not gonna look like the heathen nations. They're not gonna look like your so-called Chinese or your so-called white people, your so-called East Indians. All right, you're gonna look like a Jake. All right, you're gonna get back that dark complexion, okay, or that melanin. You're gonna get that back. All right. So it says, "In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed." Right, just like that, man. Okay, when the Lord sends forth those missiles, simultaneously the elect is getting beamed up in those chariots. The world English calls so-called UFOs, man, and they're gonna be changed. The Lord already has a body prepared for His men. Okay, and guess what? The bodies are gonna be in perfection. You know, it says, "For this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality." Right? These bodies that we're in is corrupted, man. It gets sick, suffers all type of ailments. It dies eventually, right? But with these new bodies, we're not going to die. Why? Because the Lord's going to make us perfect. He's going to uh, give us the new covenant, which is actually the same covenant, but He's going to make it where it's going to be within us. All right? It's not going to be written. It's not going to, we don't have to worry about it, learning the laws and fighting to keep the laws perfect. It's going to be already in us. It's going to be embedded in us. That's what's going to make us perfect, because we're going to be without sin. And that's what's going to make us live forever. So we're going to be perfect. We're going to be with no flaws, man, in the kingdom of heaven. And having pale skin, having looking like a damn other nation, that's an abomination, man. All right? That's imperfection. That's uh 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 a corruptible body. All right? We're going to be perfect. We're going to be made how the Lord intended us to be. All right. But that's basically it, man. What you see before you, guy China Mac. All right. That's a Jake, man, all day. All right. This guy, he's oozing Jake out of him, man. But you know, fucking Math Hoffa and them guys on his panel, they're so blinded to see that this man is a Jake. It's no difference, man. Right? And those that were commented on the comment board, you know, that's why, hey, the Lord has to open your eyes up to see certain things. You know, then you will understand uh why this man, is in he's in a place where he's like, damn, he don't even know, like he's conflicted, he don't even know, like, if you know should he stand with so-called Asians or he stand with so-called blacks. He's all fucked up in the head, man. And that's the curses, man. That's the curses, man. But anyway, man, I'm gonna end it there. All praises due to How about Shimmy Ashai. Till the next time, I say shalom.